All right, we are live. Hey, everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Thought I would sit down and do a current events and a Q&A for you guys and gals, but let me get this up in a community tab so that we know we're in here, just in case it's not hitting people's feeds. We got a lively topic for the day before we entertain your questions from you lovely guys and gals. All right. Get that up and going. And let's get over to the topic. You guys would hit like as soon as you get in here. All right, breaking news. And one of my followers alerted me to this. They're like, hey, did you hear about natural hypertrophy? I'm like, no, what's going on? And he linked me the story. Apparently, one of the suspects in the Louvre heist was trying to leave France and trying to get on board a plane to Algeria. And it was noted that he was really greasy, right? They're not giving his identity, but witnesses said he was really greasy, had long hair, and smelled like he hadn't bathed in a while. Going to Algeria, keep in mind, Frenchie was deported by ICE. And speaking French, he probably had easy access to get back into France. This sounds suspiciously like it is none other than natural hypertrophy with my outrageous French accent. Right? I think he's the lead suspect here. Again, we don't have confirmation of that, but I think that we need to keep an eye on it, particularly the notes about the fact that he smelled bad. Very unwashed hair. Unwashed, dirty, long hair, trying to get back to Algeria. I think that's our boy. That's our boy, natural hypertrophy right there. Right? That's him. I think they got him. You know, again, because as he was allegedly deported by ICE for overstaying his visa here, right? No, I don't game at all. I mean, no, I don't do any gaming. I paint my Warhammer stuff. I don't do video games at all. By the way, Nitro, I'm not interested in video games. I think that they are generally a waste of time for men. I feel like a broken record. I've made so many Facebook statuses on that. And dudes get really upset at me. They get mad about it. Like, how dare you? Do whatever you want. I'm just telling you, speaking from experience. But Gutty says, hi, Jason. What's up? How you doing, Gutty? So, I feel like we covered that. I didn't know. I don't have Facebook. Oh, fair enough. But I've said it in a lot of videos, too. Like, I just think it's generally a time sink for men. It reduces your productivity. It doesn't do anything that brings any meaningful skills or any sort of personal development. Again, it's just a waste of time, and they're designed to be addictive, right? Modern video games are designed to make you keep sinking time into them. So I feel like they're just generally unproductive for men. And I know that oftentimes when I was gaming, I was less productive as a man. So again, this is not Jason saying, hey, I'm better than all of you. No, I mean, I'm also speaking from my personal experience there. And I think that's a fair criticism because it's not just me. I see a lot of it out there. I see tons and tons of guys who this is a problem. It's messing with your general productivity, especially when we're dealing with a whole generation of guys over here who are talking about they can't meet women and they're lacking the social skills. I mean, I think this is definitely a factor. Good afternoon, Jason. What's up, Ryan? Client Ryan up in here. Put up some shorts of Ryan over here doing some lifts. But yeah, so we covered the topic with Frenchie. More invested in a virtual world than their own. Exactly. And I mean, it would be different if they're making money. People say, but there are some people who do make money. Yeah, but they're a very, 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 very small percentage of people. Alan says, I'm not sure NH would be intelligent enough to execute such a high stakes heist. I don't know, man. He's very well read in Nietzschean philosophy, apparently. And he watched lots of anime with Naruto doing his little rice bucket challenge. Grun says, total body workout with the balance board and heavy bag included. Okay, cool, man. I mean, full body workouts. If you want to do heavy bag work, no problem with that. Not a terrible idea. Not a terrible idea. What else did you do, though, Grunge? Luxford, how you doing, bro? Like I said, I only temporarily put you in timeout earlier. Just keep the spam reasonable, dude. I don't mind you promoting Christ at all, but don't spam, please. There's something therapeutic about pulling a sled while jamming the angel to death. Oh, my God. Did you saw that one powerlifting meet where I had Angel of Death playing in the back, right? I did the nationals in the UK, the British Grand Prix. Oh Lord, right? It could be something to that. I keep all my psychological arousal low. My sled work was a little tough yesterday. I went heavier. Instead of sprinting, I did that slower because it was still wet out there from that storm. It took a couple weeks to get good at the balance board. I've never messed with a balance board personally. I doubt I would be the right person for that, considering I have no sense of balance. I always hate when I say that, and I always invariably get someone who says, "You could work on it." Like I said, I don't have a sense of balance. Like that's like telling a blind person, you could work on your vision. It's like it doesn't work that way. It's supposed to help with joint strength. What happened in Paris, Coach? Well, I mean, I'm thinking, guys, if you listen to it, the guy was described as very smelly, with long hair, and he smelled like he needed a bath. And he was trying to get back to Algeria. Keeping in mind, we know that Frenchie was deported by ICE. Lamigler got him, and they sent him back to Algeria. I'm just saying it's a little suspicious. It's a little suspicious. I'm thinking it is national hypertrophy with his outrageous French accent, his fake French accent. Probably how he snuck into France. He pulled that fake accent on him. Do you think he would have fooled him? No, I don't know if he could. Right? That accent was pretty fake. Like, did anyone actually think he was really French? Did anybody actually buy that? No, he's really deported. I mean, that's what I heard. That's what I heard, that ICE deported him. He had a problem with his visa and overstayed his visa. So they kicked him out of the country, you know. Oh, man, yeah, he was capowed. You know. Well, don't have France. They got a lot of important history there, Tychus, you know. There's a lot of important art and history in France, man. Jesus Christ and Jason, I appreciate that, Luxford. And I know enough about numerology that I do know what the sevens represents. Right, that would technically be the number of God in certain beliefs of numerology. Executive order action for Frenchie, right? Could say it. No, I'm not going to say that about France, man. We're not going to talk about the French like that. I'm going to be nice about it, man. I don't hold ill will towards France, you know. Although, no, they're not, man. Did you hear though that the French military were inventing a new tank, right, for their next war? Apparently, it has one gear for forward and 4 gears to go in reverse to run away. Okay, Grunch, 5K run followed by 2 hours at gym, 5K run home. Nice, good stuff, Grunch. That's pretty hardcore. No, that's good stuff. I can appreciate that. I can appreciate what you're doing with that, Grunch. I'm pretty ambivalent about gays, Tychus, honestly. Order 66 and H is an ass clown. Yeah, pretty much, man. Does anybody need a prayer? Lex is offering free prayers to anybody who wants prayers. Y'all want to take the man up on it? Maybe one of y'all got something you want somebody to pray for, man. It never hurts. It never hurts to give prayer. I don't think it does. Hey, do you take anonymous prayers, Luxury? I have a personal friend who's really going through something really private, not me, a personal friend of mine. If you could drop just an anonymous prayer for them, that would be appreciated. I don't know who it's for. So, there we go. Why do you want me to say Canada is cucked? Tychus, why do you want me to say Canada is cucked, man? That's not right. Sir, let me pray for the grunge first. Okay. He's got you. What else we got going on, guys? But yeah, we talked about Frenchie. I'm sure more people will see the title. They'll be hopping in later. They want to know what's going on with Frenchie. Oh Lord. There's gonna be somebody angry. The French devil strikes again. He's not actually French, though, dude. French, he is Algerian. They're attacking in the trade wars. They're hostile to MAGA. No, I don't think Luxor's going to give you guys a sermon, but he's just praying for you, man. Dude, all he's doing is praying for you guys, man. Come on. He's not pushing anything on you. There you go. It's all good, guys. Would you try? I don't know what that means, man. Whatever flaps you're talking about, crazy, I have no idea what that is. How's the workout? I didn't train today. I took Sunday off. So I had 6 workouts this week, guys. I had 3 lifting sessions, 3 GPP sessions, with sleds and weighted carries and stuff on those. That's enough, guys. I need a day off every week. I can't train 7 days a week. Like, it's just too much. I've got to have that off day. And I know a lot of times I like to do that light cardio. Hey, Lux, I appreciate that. So sometimes I like to do that light cardio, but I'm finding more and more my body actually just has to have one day where I just chill. I don't do any training. I don't even do any active recovery stuff. So I've been doing it on Sundays, and I think that's fitting, right? I think that's fitting. If I am a Christian, so if I'm going to take a day off from training, I might as well make it Sunday. It makes sense, right? What songs are you learning this week on guitar? Anything you can bring back to the guitar teaching? I'm working on, you ready? I'm working on a whole lot of Rosie, more and more. But dude, I have so much work to do. The lead work is so difficult for me on that. Like, I can do all the rhythm stuff, which you heard me do. The lead work is just a lot of work. Like, I'm just not fast enough yet. Like, I'm just literally not fast enough to do the lead work on it. It's just, I'm going to have to keep practicing. Coach, who would last longer in a full-scale war with Venezuela? Jeff Nipples, Athlean X, or Vegan Gains? I think Athlean X is used to starving more, so I think he's more likely to be okay in a famine. Jeff is just too short. Richard's got a bad knee, and he's a vegan. So I'm going to go with Athlean X. Right. Addicted. I don't think you're wrong there, but I think no. What I was saying, they don't like the shredded thing. They don't care. Like, when they say they wanted a dad bod, what they mean is a dude about 15% body fat who still lifts. Right? Most women don't want you just shredded to the bone, guys. So yeah, Vegan Gains is brittle and beat up. If you compete, no, I don't do bodybuilding, dude. I do strength sports. I'll do more powerlifting meets eventually. I want to eventually do a couple 5Ks down the road. So I want to do some 5Ks. I'll powerlift again, sooner or later. But I keep competitive plans private. I like to just show up and do them, which you guys know historically is what I've been doing. Right? I just show up and do meets or do charity events or whatever with no warning. Coach just be showing up. But Jesus Christ healed the broken and blasphemous heart of Richard Burgess. He's talking about Vegan Gains. I think that'd be a good thing, man. Would that be interesting if Richard actually repented and came to Jesus? Hey, Prince, I'm not going to go into why. We can just move on from that. I'm not going to tell you why. There's no point in covering that anymore. Master Chief, you have a very small head and a very weak neck. You know what, Master Chief? Your mama has a weak neck. What's up? You see me rep out for a 45-pound plate on the neck harness, dude. Come on. Vegan Gains originally hurt his knee trying to be a superhero on the quad extension machine like a clown. I'm just telling you, man. So here's the thing. Do you guys think if Richard came over to Christianity, do you think he dropped the vegan thing? Last time I was at an expo, I had no trouble from anybody. Not one person harassed me. I had so many people who were going to fight me. They were going to hit me. I got to that expo. Not one person said anything unkind to me. It was nothing but positive, right? Not one person. I don't think you guys understand real life people don't act like the craziness on the internet. Barring someone who makes their living trolling like Koneski or someone showing up, nobody would mess with you at something like that. Yeah, I had a selfie line last time I was at one. I wasn't even didn't have a booth. I was just there, and people just were like, "Oh my God, can we get a picture with you?" They just sort of like lining up. What is Jesus' opinion on me? I don't think Jesus would support veganism based upon what I'm seeing in the Gospels, and obviously him giving out fish and eating meat. I don't think Jesus would support veganism or carnivore or keto. I mean, he fed the people fish and bread. Just saying. All right. So I don't think he would support any of those, quite frankly. Yeah, that's just the internet. Everyone's stuff online. Coach, so has NH and Strap On finally shared their relationship on X or Insta? Or why have they gone? They've gone radio silent, man. North Americans fighting is such a waste, bro. Last time I punched someone, I had a busted knuckles, couldn't deadlift right for a week. Yeah, man, there's no point in getting in fights. I mean, I get it if you want to do fighting sports as a sport. It's getting in fist fights and scuffles for what? That's degenerate behavior. Like, seriously, if you're just out getting in fist fights, man, that's just degenerate behavior. Did you see Ian McCarthy went off the deep end last time? I had to ban him last time he was really active. I had to ban him again. Thoughts on construction workers being stronger than, I don't think that they are stronger than 99% of lifters. All the power lifters I know who are construction workers still power lift, and they're stronger than the other guys. So no, that's not the case. Just not the case, dude. Even winning the fight, there's always damage. Your hands are areas right. You get your knuckles busted up. Is it? Right there. Right there. From stupid childhood stuff, teenager getting in fist fights, busted my knuckles open on some dude's teeth. For what? Nothing. I got those scars on my fingers. Over what? Why? Hey, Jason, that's been debunked. Jason, that has been completely debunked by historians. That's complete myth. That is alcoholics trying to create myths. No, absolutely. Alcohol was never used to sterilize water as an actual real thing. That is complete fabricated myth. Historians have completely debunked it. All right. You think Heifer can pull off a 520 deadlift, or is he out of his league? I don't know. I mean, mathematically, all right, stop and think about it. He hit the 501 or whatever it was. Then he went to like 505. I mean, it's not that big of a jump. Yeah, the History Channel failed you. Jason, literally go research it. Go do some current research and you'll find out that's actually a myth. You're very bald. You like my bald, beautiful head? Nice to look at that. Women love that. They love to get up and just rub it. They'd be like, oh, your hair's so sexy. I like it ahead. Right? Tell your mama do right there. All right. Reading bads. No, both are good. You should train your body and your mind. All right. But Tychus, so think about it for a minute. I know we're going, oh man, another 15 kilos. But in the percentages of what he's already lifted, it's not really that big of a jump, right? It's not really that big of a jump. Right? Prince says, Jason, would you consider yourself stronger than the average iron worker? Yeah, go put 500 pounds on a bar and see how many reps the average iron worker can do with it on a deadlift right off the ground. I mean, this isn't difficult to test. You forget, Prince. I used to be an industrial mechanic, dude. Right? Let's not pretend I've never done hard, heavy blue collar work before. I have been an industrial mechanic working on hydrogen and natural gas compressors. I don't think so, dude. Just stop. Just stop, bro. I've also worked on a family ranch. I've done my share of baling hay, driving T-post. And I can tell you that I'm objectively much stronger as a lifter. All right. Thoughts on Mikey, little baby man Israel, saying he's bigger and wiser than Minter? I saw Tygus is funny. Someone linked me. Dorian went in on him. Dorian went pretty hard on Mike on that. It was like, man, oh man, what's my diet? I post all my meals up every day. Nitro. I'm a chicken, brown rice, fruit, vegetable type guy. I eat a ton of brown rice and sweet potatoes though. Jason, all jokes aside, this Prince Yoshua guy is one person making a bunch of counts. Um, I don't know if that's the same guy. I mean, that other guy, we already banned the other guy. We already banned the other guy, man. All right. Occasionally I do beef, but it's not that common. Can full body, I'm keeping my fat pretty low at the moment. Can full body every other day be sustainable too, or should it just, I mean, the 3 day works fine. You can technically do it either way if you're so inclined. But if I go back to male mode, hey, Aaron, I think that you need to drop. Hey, Aaron, I don't like a whole lot of that type of talk in here, man. This is really not a place for that sort of stuff. Just an FYI. Like, if you want to go back to being your correct gender, that's okay. But this is really not the place to discuss all that. You know, like we don't need that sort of degeneracy and smut in my comments. You know, I mean, I'll support you going back and being a man, but you know, not the right place for it. Ryan says, I leave for 5 minutes, right, and then you come back. I know I didn't go this year, but I keep that private. I wouldn't tell you guys. I would just go if I did it. That's cool. I'm keeping this weekly sets low. Well, we knew they were porn stars because he told us they were porn stars, and he linked the picture in his thread, and they were naked with a vagina shot in it. It's not hard to figure out. We can assume that if a woman's posting pictures of her vagina on the internet, that it's porn. Right. So the dude had it as his actual avatar, and then he went trolling and donated money and went trolling. You know. So pretty straightforward. I think that is a pretty straightforward situation. Right. So, you know, your real name is Price. Okay. Do you think hip flexors need direct training? No, probably not. I don't think that they do. I don't think that they do. I mean, you can if you want, but do they need it? Nah, probably not. Hold on, guys. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to refill my water. Coach is back. Yeah, we had to ban Keith again. All right. Do you used to do any crushing grip, pinch grip training, or do you used to take break of heavy deadlifts because I'm bored with my max 505 double overhand? I would love to get axle bar. No, I've only I did some, but I can't say that it's any better than just doing other stuff. Luxor isn't harassing you, Price. You're the one over here telling me you think the average iron worker would, whatever, fold me like a fitted sheet. Master Chief, and very bald because of weak. Master, do you realize there's no correlation between neck strength and male pattern baldness, right? That's one hell of a leap to make. Right. Oh, we got some nonsense in here today. So, the regulars, we got this person going on about a weak neck and baldness. Master Chief is up for a vote. Let's put him up for the vote. Does he kapow or does he stay? Let's vote. Anybody want to vote? Democracy in action. The regulars know the drill. I got a weak neck but not bald. I vote stay. Okay, Luxford's voting stay. Anybody else? Kapow or go? I used to have to wear a hard hat, Fritz. I've been there. But nobody's voting to kapow. I vote stay unless craziness occurs. None of the real regulars are in, man. They be in here voting kapow right and left. All right, so we're going to let you stay for now, Master Chief. A jury of your peers has found you not guilty. Big Rob going kapow. It's a little late, Rob. There's still three stays. It may come up again. Let's let him do something again. Right? And then we'll put him back up if he gets all weird. Well, some craziness. We still vote on it. No, I don't play any video games, Jesse. I haven't video gamed in years, man. I have no desire to do so. I never really did that sort of game anyways. What are the best neck? I mean, I have a neck harness. Literally have a neck harness. You put plates on it and do neck extensions. I do them on camera sometimes. I think that's as good as it gets. Yep. That's as good as it gets. All right. The chat's a little slow here this afternoon. Usually these are a little more lit up, but we'll see what happens. We'll run it a while. So, feel like we covered all the stuff. He's not being creepy, dude. He's just talking about Jesus, man. Do you believe in exorcisms? Yeah. Why do you think you might have a demon in you, Aaron? Our cheek curl is good for strength. Lexford, that's entirely up to you, man. I do believe that in exorcism. So do you think that you're possessed by a demon? Strong, I'm not going to give you tips on long distance relationships. Not really. It's tricky. You got to learn how to make it. You have to figure out how to make it work for you. And it's got to eventually become short distance. So, Aaron, if you think that you might have a demon that's causing your affliction, you could consider it. See, Strong says, "There you go, Christ is king." I think a lot of us agree with that. I do. You know, I don't force my beliefs on anybody else, but I'm happy to tell people what they are. Um, that's nice. No, master. I don't believe in working those parts of the neck. I don't think we need to. I think they lead to sleep apnea if you're not careful. How about you, master? Do you do any actual neck training? Are we gonna see neck training on your channel? Have you heard of Andrei Smeev, the Russian mutant? I may or may not have. I don't know. Appreciate the super chat, Lux. I mean, Tyrone is right, though. Yeah, you need to drop all that trans stuff, and you need to repent of your sins. No, I think God can heal you of that affliction. Honestly, that's on the UFO event. I'm not aware of any UFO event last night. I didn't see any, man. UFC. I didn't see any UFC event either. I didn't see either one, Prince. Oh man. I could make a joke that maybe that hard hat was getting a little hot under there. I'm gonna be nice about it though, man. It's just a typo. It happens. I don't really discuss my free time on here. I keep my private life as private as possible. Yeah. hmm I keep it as private as possible. I mean, I obviously play guitar. I only watch shows or movies to fall asleep these days. My current favorite, I would say the last Hobbit movies, like There and Back Again. Oh man, the Louvre got broken into. They burglarized it. I don't know if there is a utility of the football bar. It's basically for people with certain shoulder dispositions and problems. But outside of that, I don't think so. Could a strap on have been part of it? I don't know, man. Have we seen strap on? Has he been online in the last couple days? Has he made any new content? If Frenchie was involved, I mean, they are lovers. So there was a burglary, man. They broke into the Louvre. There was a heist. And two of the guys have been arrested so far, and one of them was getting on a plane to Algeria. I think, just saying Frenchie's a suspect since ICE deported him. I've never seen The Wire. So again, the football bar, just with the neutral grip, it's more shoulder safe for some people. It was originally developed for football players who had beat up shoulders from playing football. Right. But outside of those situations, I don't think it's a particularly practical bar. I always feel like I'm going to bust my face on it if I miss the rack or the re-rack because of the way it can roll back over. Right. What are you going to do after the live stream? I'm not going to discuss what I'm going to do after the live stream. My favorite movie is Boy Meets Girl. Well, that sounds relatively straight, right? Specifically, people with shoulder issues, Luxury. Yep. Thoughts on behind the neck press? High rep sets have done wonders for my shoulders. I think if you have the mobility and shoulder health to do them, right? If you have the shoulder health to do them, I think they're phenomenal. No, Prince, I don't assume you're all trolls. But the point is, I keep my personal life pretty personal because I have weird, goofy stalkers, and I just like to keep it private. I don't know why that's hard to understand. So it's like, okay, let's assume you're not, but there's 15 of them watching. Therein lay the problem. Behind the neck presses really help balance out all my benching. Yeah, I think they're good. You think an SSB is much more versatile and useful than a football? Yeah, definitely. Football bar. Do you think impressive to hub 125 pounds middle? I'm not sure exactly what you mean, PS5. No, I just don't like people to know what I do. I don't see why that's so hard to grasp, Prince. I don't get as much privacy as I would like due to the stuff online. So I prefer to keep as much privacy as possible. So if you can't understand that, then we got a problem. You know, I'm going to be nice and move on and just not answer your questions rather than think about you. All right. So PS5, what do you mean? Explain in detail. And I guess I suppose it would all depend on how thick the plates are. What else is there's a lot of variables there. I do have some captains of gross grippers. Thoughts on the idea that outside of entrepreneurship, the only jobs which can make you rich in a reasonable amount of time are probably medicine, law, tech, and sales. I don't know if that's true, but that's probably somewhat reasonable. Hey, Jason, you ever been to South Texas? I mean, considering the number of years I've lived in Texas, it would be fair to assume yes. I don't know. I haven't messed with the COC grippers in forever. I have like 3 of them. I don't remember the exacts. I don't think I've ever closed heavier than a number 2, if I'm going off memory. Yeah, Prince, you're never welcome to come over. No random people from the internet are ever welcome to my home. That is my standard procedure. No, Eran, I will not coach you in public. No, I will not be renting a room to anyone. Sorry, guys. Nope. People from the internet are not welcome to show up at my home. It's very, very straightforward, guys. Yeah. I haven't been to Padre in forever, and when I went, there was a problem with the Portuguese man of wars out of control. So the beaches weren't that nice at the time. They're a type of jellyfish type creature. Look up. It's called a Portuguese man of war. Hey, PS5. I've never messed with one, so I don't have a full frame of reference for the pinch grip on it. What do you think would be the next piece of equipment to buy? I have nothing planned. All right. No, I've never been to France. No, I'm not even. NH disappeared since I think he's been deported. I think he's disappeared. Hey, Roland, we always have trolls here. We always got trolls here. The last piece of equipment I bought, I could narrow it down. I'm not sure exactly what was the exact last piece. It was either the preacher curl or the sissy squat. I don't remember which. It's been a bit. Hey, Big Rob, why are you mentioning troll channels? You know that's like almost auto ban, right? Why are you discussing these people at all and giving them publicity in my stream? Let's see. South of France is very nice, welcoming people from Normandy. Yeah, can we not? Hey, Big, you're literally giving him publicity as a nobody who's crazy and talks about me. Yeah. So if you would just delete that comment, it would be appreciated. Yeah, you don't need to advertise for these people. If you're going to advertise for them, at least pay in a super chat to say that. All right. All right. Thank you. Hey, cognitive, I literally apologized for that like 7 or 8 years ago. There's no need to even bring it up. Right. Max is like, Kapow's like, yeah, they'll vote. The people will be voting you off bigger on. The regulars will be calling for a vote on you. They'll be like, get rid of him. But he deleted his own comment, guys. To be fair, before you guys start calling for a Kapow vote, he did willingly just delete his own comment and said he was sorry. He didn't know. All right, just saying, guys. Just saying. He deleted the evidence. He deleted the evidence. That's right. But yeah, we got veins today, Max. Let's rate how the veins doing. You guys want to rate the veins today? How we doing here? On a scale of 1 to 10, how the veins doing? I'm able to initiate the divine Kapow. I don't think so. That's not how it works. My hammer's already been imbued with +5 holy damage by God. I already deliver divine justice. Forearm veins is 9 out of 10. I appreciate it, man. Are you super? Not really. Hey, Aaron, I'm straight. Sorry. I'm strictly taco, no burrito. Kenneth says 10 out of 10 veiny mushroom tips, coach forearms on point. Awesome. Appreciate it, man. Hey, Jason, funny thing I've noticed with Alpha Destiny's never been seen with a chick is he BG. You know. All right, that's funny, dude. That's for you funny, bro. All right. I mean, I think it's fair to say that Strap-on's at least bi-curious. Because I think I see the Virgin Mary. Where at? Hold on. Where at? Help me find it, pinpoint it when I get there. Hey, everybody. New lifter here, just looking for some tips and tricks. This is the chat. I got free programs. I got form coaching. I got everything. Check it all out. Julio Gomez. Cool. You stay in this character, Lux. Don't be jumping into anything too crazy. Let's just stick with this character. This is good. You're at least promoting Jesus. Strap-on is what is known as the power bottom in the alternative community. I mean, he did have his whole bear mode series. I'm just saying. Right? Over here, going bear mode over here. Oh, he literally had a bear mode. Oh man, Dr. Lamb Nordstrom, right? We had some good ones. We had the Booty Warrior. Don't forget about the Booty Warrior, Chuck Basher. Currently in the movie industry, looking to bring my physique up for the next role. If you need a coach, let me know. I got coaching slots open. Yeah. Nothing really popular. No, you're Aaron. You're a man. Nobody's interested in dating you, other than maybe what's his name who comes through. EJ probably down. Remember when some strong kid called not strong enough called out the fake natural AD? That was funny times. Master Chief says I got a pencil. That really, you don't really say I got a pencil neck, bro. Come on, you trolling. Right? Not strong enough. He did call him out. Totally called him out. And we got this forum over here today. Hey, Master, you're not the sharpest knife in the drawer, are you? You're not the sharpest crayon in the box. Yeah, it's all good though, man. It takes all types, brother. Oh, it takes all types. What else we got going, guys? Let's get some other topics. I've talked out all my topics. What do you guys have today? You guys, we need a quad check today too. I don't think we checked out the quads. What if you didn't? What if I didn't know what? That you were a dude? That's illegal. Where I live, that is a jailable offense to trick someone with that, and to be a trap and to trick someone, you will be charged with rape. But for the holy preacher, yeah, no, where I live, you can be charged with a crime for that. So if you try to tell someone that you're a woman but you were born male and you trick them into sex, you can be charged with rape. So, and I'm not kidding. I'm not trolling. I'm not messing with you. I'm dead serious. What? Yes. Oh, are you talking about whatever, Master, whatever? I don't know who that is. Who the hell is Master? Oh, Master Chief up there, that guy. Never mind. Current EDC Glock 19 Gen 4. My FDE one's what I carry. How do you build up a chest and shoulders without getting rounded shoulders? My back is bigger. My shoulders naturally want to slouch forward. Rows for your back, Sean. Rows will resolve that. Barbell rows, dumbbell rows, every type of rows. And you need to do them up towards your chest. None of this little hip swing. Hey, what's up, Gwimble? Just remind everyone I'm offering free prayers anytime he's in the stream. There you go. Aaron, you've never been hit on by a straight man. Not if they know, and you can usually tell. There's dead giveaways, usually the Adam's apple, the elbows, the knees, like Deuce can tell. Just saying. I love the G19, but it's so uncomfortable with an appendix carry. I am not a fan of appendix carry. So I want you to think about why I'm not a fan of appendix carry. What are the 4 rules of firearm safety? Is Jeff Cooper wrote out for us strong. One of them, never point a firearm at anything you do not intend to destroy. When you are appendix carrying, where is that muzzle pointed? It's pointed at your genitals and your femoral artery. Accidents do happen. You're never going to get me on board with appendix carry, and I don't care if some special forces operator did it. I don't care. You're never going to get me on board with that personally. You know. And then dudes be like, well, what about if a girl does it? Well, then her piece going to smell like recruiter. You know. You get rust and stuff that way. Be careful. Same thing is still pointing at her femoral artery. This is not good. That is not a place you want to get hit. No, I'm not familiar with the Black Series. Julie, are you in here promoting porn and my thing, man? Come on, bro. Julio, what are you doing? So I have to go, Julio, mijo, what are you doing? I think he might. I don't know for a fact that NH is a suspect. I'm just saying it looks very suspicious. And if it looks suspicious, then what is suspicious sounds a lot like suspect. No, bro. We got this dude in here promoting being a porn actor. What do you guys think? What do you guys think for Julio? Right? Gotta scroll that down. Luxor gives him a kapow. Anybody else? We lost the stream. We're back. We're back. So we got one vote for kapow for Julio. Anybody else? Sorry, we lost the stream. You guys see me? David gives a kapow. Lars, what's going on? We're voting in a kapow. Big Rob gives a kapow. Kenneth wants to let him stay, but forced to hook up with Erin as a punishment. I think we at like 3-1. It's about time. That's good enough, guys. Julio, you have been found guilty of moral turpitude and impropriety by a jury of your peers. Gonna warm it up, a little bit of shake. And bang, kapow, you out of here, Julio Gomez. Get out of here, man. You're out. Get out my stream. All right, next. What else we got, guys? Kapow we forced to spend the night with Erin. No, we're not going to force that, man. I mean, Erin's a dude. That's not cool, man. We're not trying to force dude on dude action from dudes who are not inclined to be dude on dude, you know. We're not trying to do all that, guys. Not trying to do all that. All right, next. What else we got, guys? How you doing, Lars? Lars is rolling up in here. Wembley says, I ate 2 grilled cheeses yesterday. Did I fail myself? You did, especially if it's that fake cheese made out of plastic that people do. I at least hope it was real cheese on whole wheat bread, you know, the very least. You at least toast it the correct way, right? All the trolls be buying memberships. Jason, you think the end of the world? People have been saying that forever. Every generation thought the end of the world was coming. Every single generation. What? Wembley says, I lied, coach. I ate 3 and it was fake Kraft cheese. I failed myself and I failed you. You failed the whole stream. You failed the whole stream, Wembley. You're going to have to do a $5 super chat as repentance and let Luxord say a prayer for you. Right. That's how it's got to be. Oh, Lord. See if Gwynby actually gives the super. Do you think the U.S. will fall like Rome soon? Only if we allow it, man. We're in that situation to, you know, where weak men create hard times. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. We've now reached a point where weak men have created bad times. But if that builds enough strong men, the pendulum will swing back the other way. Right? The pendulum can swing back the other direction. Continuing axle bar questions. That overhead press, is it normal to be 20 CPT weaker with the axle bar compared to the regular bar? What do we mean CPT? What do we mean 20 CPT? I hope you don't mean 20 kilograms, 20%. That's probably what he means. No, that's not normal. It should be pretty close, dude. You know what? He's allowed to stay. He's been dropping super chats and he bought a membership. So if he wants to promote Jesus, he's allowed. Plus, I'm a Christian anyway. It's all good. Right. I love the overhead press, but I always end up getting shoulder pain, so I've stopped doing it. I mean, if it's giving you shoulder pain, then quit doing it. I would agree with that. Aaron, none of these dudes want to squat you, bro. You got to chill. You need to go back to your birth identity. I'm new to bench press tips. What do you need to know about the bench? You stack the bar over your wrist bones like thus. Squeeze it, break it, lower it, press it. Pretty straightforward, homie. I want to get my bench from 145 to 315. That's going to take a while. That could take you many, 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 many years. So put in the work, Lex. Right? Yeah. Hey Raymond, he's in here promoting the good news of Jesus, man. You shouldn't have too big of a problem. I think Aaron's going to get compelled soon. No dudes have called for the vote yet. What has Alpha Destiny been up to? I don't know, man. He tried to call me out about making no progress yet. I made all this conditioning progress and lost body weight and got leaner while being just as strong. I can still out squat and deadlift him. Well, that man's not going to be me, that's for sure. How high can you personally tolerate tests only before your E2 needs to be addressed? About 250. Coach, I never expected this live title, right? I mean, bro, the Peppermint, check the start out. Look, one of the suspects, right? One of the suspects, you don't look as good as Alpha. Why are you worried about how another man looks? You think another man looks good. Good, I'm glad that you find him more attractive than me. Why don't you go sleep with him? All right. But look at the thing. One of the suspects, keep in mind, we know he's been deported to Algeria. So one of the people who was there in France tried to get on a plane, who was caught as a suspect trying to get on a plane to Algeria. And he was noted as having dirty, unwashed hair and smelled like he needed a bath. I think that's our boy. I'm just saying. Uh, 250 had my AT like 3 times normal, actually reasonably lean. Oh, that's rough, man. They could smell him from a 30-mile radius, I'm saying. Probably 30 kilometers, man. They don't use freedom units in France. They don't use freedom units. Wild times we live in it. So I think it's our boy. When he gets interrogated, his first words would be, "Hello, YouTube. This is Natural Hypertrophy talking to you in my outrageous French accent. You stinky English pig dogs." Natural Hypertrophy will do well in prison. He'll be popular in the showers. Right? Coach, are you still trying? I'd put the offer out. If Trump wants coaching, I'm available. I will coach him. Yep. And AD, NH, and other clown GFS are all haters. They can't accept the coaches better lifts than them, especially on the deadlift. And I'm an old dude. Yeah, I got coaching slots open. Peppermint, you ready to come on over? Peppermint, you ready to come on board, Team Blaha? Come on with it. I'd coach Barack Obama, too. I'd coach both of them. Dude, how glorious would that be? What if I got Trump to go off the McDonald's, to eat chicken, rice, and broccoli, and get his deadlift up to at least 405? Thoughts on methanol blue? Stay away from that stuff. Coach, when I move into my new place next year, I might be able to. Sounds good. Hey, Lex, I'm not going to meet up with you either, dude. Get out of here. Get out of here with that nonsense. Imagine Trump being Jack. Exactly. No, because he's got dementia. Like, that would be too big of a risk. That's one I'd have to turn away. Like, the dude wouldn't be able to remember what we're doing. That's just, that's embarrassing. Why did they put Grandpa up there on national television? Yeah. And I'm not even being a hater. Like, that's not even a party thing. That's just wrong. I think you should change from your catchphrase here. How about I keep it as Kapow and I do what I want? You don't like Kapow. Well, your mama don't like Kapow. Right? Well, Lex is over here being all weird, telling me that Alpha Destiny looks better than me. And he's wanting to meet up and then all this stuff. You know what, dude? Let's put Lex up for a vote. Lex Steele is up for a vote. No, I don't think Trump has dementia. Lex Steele is up for a vote. Kapow or go or stay, whatever, man. You guys know. I vote for Lex Steele. Kapow. Are you still in? No, I'm still at 209 to 210. Same weight for a couple months. The Coffee V was classic. Got a second. Kapow. No, the fire channel's not coming back. Nobody else is voting on Lex. Anybody? Stay, go. Justin gave him a stay. Raining Corn Dog says you're gone. Aaron, you don't get to vote anymore. You don't even know if you're a girl or a guy. You're confused. Kapow for strong. It's time to go, Lex. Kapow, and you out of here, Lex Steele. He's also Yagon. I don't know why you want the Yagon. That just sounds weird. I don't even like that. But listen, no one cares that you like boys. Sound changed, but I had to turn the volume back up. Yeah, I had to reach over and slide it up. The volume dropped down to 59%. Bubba Smith Davis voting for Bubba to get a kapow. Bubba, you're already being put up on the chopping block. Anybody going to second that? I'm not going to do off a single. You don't have channel membership. Only channel membership can initiate a fresh vote off of one. So, David, you might want to get an Orc Warrior membership. But if a second person seconds it, then we'll put it up for a vote. Well, he's not up for vote yet. Would you coach? I would coach Putin too. Yeah. Fired would be good. No, we don't need to do all that. We don't need it. I like the kapow. I like it. It can be both a pew pew or the gavel of justice coming down. All right. We're dispensing justice. Right. So, do the Teddy bounce of peace. All right. What do you mean? I am being mean. We like the kapow. Coach, I want to see you hit 300 times 10. I don't know if I'm going to work at that number exactly. Putin would probably favor Bulgarian training. No, I don't know about that, man. He might try to annex Bulgaria. 505 ice cream method worked well, getting all the muscle mommies. I can see that. Make up your mind. You were talking about muscle mommies, but then you was talking about boys. Which is it, Bubba? Make up your mind. Are 15 reps too high for back squats? No, but they're definitely challenging. They're definitely challenging. Hey, Tyrone, just so that you're aware, Iran is a transformer. You know. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Transformers, robots in disguise. That's the OG original song. Right? Autobots rolled out. I'm going to end up getting canceled. I got to be careful. People be like, oh my God, he did that. Why did you do that? Because I just don't care. I just don't care anymore. You know? Point, we just don't care. People are going to accuse me of whatever they want. I'm just going to have no filter. I've never even heard of the anime code. Geeses. Yeah, I don't watch anime. I don't watch cartoons like that, dude. You got me twisted for one of these weird incel people that watch natural hypertrophy. Coach don't care. Tornado he's still out there doing my GPP in the middle of all the branches, right? We're out there getting it done, man. We don't care. Addicted to strength. I like doing a top set up to a clean 3 rep, then a back off and building up to 12s on all compounds, just let the middle. That's not an unreasonable approach, to be fair. Yes, this is a lifting channel. Yeah, Aaron, we can totally tell. It's raining. Horndog says, your veins are looking gross. You know what? Your mom's veins are looking gross. What you got now? What do you got for a comeback to that? You got nothing. You just got served, son. Your mama's veins are gross. No, we don't have meetups, dude. Hey, Shane, you seem a little weird too. No, we don't have meetups. You're bald. Yes, I'm bald and beautiful, man. What you gonna do about it? So watch your ice cream fitness video for sleeping. It's cozy for some reason. I think I watched it hundreds of times. Good, man. Make sure them ads are flowing. Make sure them ads are flowing. It's not a lifting group. It's a lifting channel. I'm a coach. And we don't do meetups out of here. Shane, meetups without Coach Sanction would be weird. Like, you guys don't want to meet up somewhere? Yeah. So move on with that nonsense. What's the video title? You already saw it. At least 3 times a week. No, addicted. That's a pretty good approach. We should do a meetup without Coach and send pictures. So all these dudes coming in talking about they work out in Houston, they want to meet up in Houston. Shane, I'm about to just kapow you. I feel like I've kapowed you a couple times already. This seems like a repeat. Shane, kapow, get out of here. All right, so Luxord is a paying channel member. Luxord is a paying channel member, and he's called for Iran to be kicked out, and some other people suggested it already. Time for a vote? Time for a vote? Right? David voted kapow. We got Luxord as a kapow. Is Corn Dog voted a kapow? Iran, you're about to be in trouble. You over trying to pick up? Lars is a married man, married to a woman. Why are you trying to pick him up? What's up with that? Iran doesn't care. Anybody want to vote stay? Anybody want to stay in execution on Iran? Anybody? All right, Aaron, your degeneracy is about to be smote with a +5 hammer of holy damage. With righteous fury and indignation. Kapow! And you out of here. All right, we done. Get him out of here. There we go. Well, there's been a bunch of, Aaron's been on thin ice for a while. All right, next. It's banned temporary. I mean, in theory, I can unban everybody, but they've removed the option. So unless they rechange the software, it is permanent unless I literally have a direct link to their page. Luxor dropping another super. Appreciated, Lux. Luxor keeps dropping them supers in the channel membership while preaching the good gospels of Jesus Christ. Stay for your end. It's too late. I can't undo the dead. It's already done, man. You can't raise the dead unless Jesus is going to come in and do it. Lars is married. Yeah, why are you hitting on a married man? How do we bring back Aaron? Like, someone's going to need to petition it through Facebook. with a direct link to their profile. And it's going to need to be that person. Yes, report arsenal. Let's see. Let's go. What is a fitness equipment at Dick's Sporting Goods decent? I have no idea. I've never really checked it out. Aaron got banned. Yeah, Aaron got voted off the island. 11. Aaron got voted off the island. It's not a drama channel. We're talking about this is a lifting channel. All right. This is a lifting channel. I have some Titan equipment. Like my deadlift platform is Titan. My bench is actually Titan. Yeah, no one wanted Aaron's pussy, so we had to banish it back to the nether realms. Yeah, I have to agree with Kenneth on this one. Yeah, nice little roll of supers lately. I got $50 a couple days ago in one day on supers. They've just been kind of trickling along. You know, it adds up. Plus all the little channel memberships. I've been getting lots of those. Those add up too. People are buying those now that I'm doing the lives again. I think people like having that, especially since I let channel members initiate Kapow votes. I have rubber mats, and then I have a full deadlift platform. My deadlift platform, the rubber is this thick, right? But I have rubber mats, rubber grip mats underneath the bench and the squat rack. But all the stuff off the floor there, I have, right? I have actual deadlift platform. Yeah, Aaron is a dude. Tyrone. Lars, no transformer for me. Appreciate it. Appreciate the donation there, Lars. So yeah, Super's just trucking along. I saw an Alan Thor video shows how to build a platform. Seems super easy, would save a ton of money. I mean, mine was just a few $100s, I think. Randy, you're not rich and have a ton of money. If you did, then drop a $100 super and prove it. Do you think Jeff Nippert and Mike Israel's career will get a big hit after their recent drama? I don't know. Probably not. Yeah. Yeah, they add up pretty quick. They do add up. Plus, I get ad revenue on these, so it's not like there's nothing else in it. Plus, I sell consultations and pick up clients in them. I'm still lifting coach. I haven't seen you in a couple of years. Yeah, dude. Every single workout, I do rep work with 315 on the bench and 500 on the deadlift. Literally every maiden workout, my 3 full bodies. I pull 500 for sets of 6. Right? And I'm about to turn 49. What? Someone, David Smith, became an Orc Warrior. Those have just been rolling in. Yeah. The memberships have just been piling up. Getting several a day. Going back to the eventually. I run a lot too, meet. So I'm going to do eventually some 5Ks also. Coach is a hybrid athlete now. I do lots of conditioning. I run, all that stuff. Right. Yeah, and meet lift a bench. I've done 365 in training. I did 350 paused on camera this year, like with a 2-second pause, legit flat back, flat heel, everything. Decided to join the Orc Army. Luxord has called for a vote on its corn dogs as a channel member who's donating. His reason is his I don't know if orientation's enough to ban somebody though. To be fair, Luxord, as much as I do want to let people call the votes, that doesn't feel like a reasonable, you know what I mean, bro? Although if we find some other stuff, what makes meat lift so much lower? The water cuts, definitely. But I mean, they haven't been massively lower. Raymond coming in as an Orc Warrior. Awesome, dude. No, that was quite a bit back. The last one I had to take a close grip, so I only did like 308. And then I missed the next jump. But I set state records in the squat and the deadlift that day. But because my shoulder wasn't feeling right, I just close gripped, and so I didn't get my next one. Also, I wasn't competing at the time I hit these bigger lifts. But next time I compete, I should bench at least 350 or more. I literally do reps every single workout with 315. So I don't see failing a 350 next time I compete. Because that's walk around weight. Like I did it at 210, no water cuts or anything. But it should be so the helmet behind you provide +5 strength. Right? So Jesus forgives you, corn dog. There we go. All right, guys. Might be time to wind this one down. Unless we're getting more donations and memberships, geez. Well, I don't know that I have good speechcraft in that helmet. Right? I'll put the helmet on. We want to put it on and see what happens. Yeah. My last meet, I did 496, and on my second attempt, took the state record, and I took a knee. Right? No, I don't have a wood stove. I've used a wood stove before. No, I do gas. All right. Well, do you guys remember the charity event? That was part of the costume, but I took it off. So if you guys remember the deadlift charity, I had the full costume on. I wore that to it. Lux, appreciate the Superman. So the helmet. And let's take off the glasses. Yeah, I mean, I hit 500 earlier this year on camera. Back in January, I hit 500. Let's see. Has my speechcraft improved while wearing this? What do you guys think? I think it echoes. It sounds like a resonance in here. My spear and magic helmet. Spear and magic helmet. All right. It brings out your eyes. Appreciate it, man. You sound more warrior-like. +5, 15 strength acquired. You need a 500 cycle deadlift in the helmet. Well, I've done it several times lately on camera. The shorts put in some serious work. I have 4 pairs of this exact same shorts. I have 3 others very similar, but of this same brand, I have 4 pairs. I had that helmet. I've never stopped wearing it. Like this pair of shorts, I literally only wear at the desk, and then they get thrown in the wash. So they all get washed every week. All of my shorts. I mean, I have other stuff. You never seen me in other attire? Hold on. You've never seen me in jeans? Hold on. I put this on Walmart because people are asking, like, what do I look like when I go out? So what is my actual style when I'm out doing things? This is what I actually look like when I go anywhere. So meat, what are you talking about? Can I vote Daniel Sanders? Where's Daniel Sanders? No, he's okay. Although this meat guy, you guys might want to get rid of. Could look for competing side quests among the NPCs. Right, so there you go. That's what I look like when I want to dress up. I laughed when I put that up last time. Someone said, look good. Someone else said I could start ready to start my own motorcycle club. Yeah, that's my actual style. But again, Lee, I remind you, I play a Gibson Les Paul. I mean, is this really a shocking style for me? Like, Coach wears snakeskin or lizard skin boots and clothes like that. Yeah, seeing you were combined with other things. No way guys are taking the piss with you. Right. I mean, I generally get left alone. I don't have these problems in public. You know. What brand is this? That shirt is made by Rock Roll and Soul, is the name of the company. If you want to check it out, I like that company. So it's called Rock Roll and Soul is the shirt company. Those jeans came from Boot Town. So you go in and just try on pairs so they fit right. You know. So that's a slim boot cut. I don't think you can see the belt buckle there. I like belt buckles too. Here, I'll show you guys a belt buckle. Do they have Bass Pro Shops? Yeah, they have Bass Pro. Yeah, those are real Python. Those are Python skin. Got a good Texas belt buckle. Oh. And someone asked about the snake skin. So let's see if you can see them. That's real snake skin. Right? There's a spider web on there. All right, everybody, can you guys see it okay? I just done a replacement dose of test on a cycle. This whole year I've not done anything but just straight TRT. All right. Hey, meat, I'm gonna just get rid of you. Get out of here with this nonsense. Well, I mean, yeah, Daniel, it's weird. I mean, look at the guitars that I have. Like anyone, I guess Nathan was a guitar guy. He laughed in there. It's like he's like, I know what those guitars are worth. Those aren't $500 guitars, guys. Like these are not 5, 8. They're nothing in that range. These are $2,000+ guitars each. Regarding bars and general fitness equipment, what would be your recommendation for high end? I'm guessing Rogan, Alico, mid grade budget brands. I guess it's going to depend on what you're doing. I mean, I like Rogue. I don't know that most people need Alico. No, I'm not in any growth. I'd consider eventually going back, but I care about my health too much to blast anything. I'm 48, dude. I'm trying to live. None of my goals require me to blast any gear. You know, why you coming home at 4 in the morning? What you need to do is let me smell your dick. Don't play me like a fool, cause that ain't cool. Something's going on. Can I smell your dick? That's a classic right there. Why you coming home at 5 in the morning? Right? Yeah, Rogue lasts forever. Morning, coach. What's up, Dad and the boys? How would you look at that? I don't want to be 300 pounds, man. Right? That song should have got a Grammy right there. That's some classy stuff. That's culture. It's pretty obvious you're making pretty decent money. No, I'm clearly broke, dude, on welfare. That's what everyone says. Section 8 house, food stamp, guitars. Yeah. So. Yeah, business is slower than I'd like right now. It'll pick back up though. It will pick back up. We just gotta keep running and running and running and running and running and running. Right. I think it's about time to wind this down now. All right, guys. I think it's about that time though. I'll give you guys a bicep shot before we go. We're about to wind it down. But here we go before we go. Oh, Mount Bicephalus. We're out, and I will catch you guys in the morning.